Hey, what's up? Back again.
That first bass note hit me in the chest, and I was just like, there's no way that's 2/8.
DB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Hey, what's up? Let's do unboxing here, y'all. Let's do unboxing of the DB Drive WDX GO series. Now, I want you to understand something about DB Drive. The G stands for generation, okay? So this is generation O. This is a new entry-level subwoofer they have out. This starts the WDX line. So you have the GO, G1, G2. There's a G3. There's no 8 in the G3. There are no G4s. Then it jumps up to generation 5 and generation 7, which culminates lastly with the G7-8 King Kong. Okay, let's do a look at what they have written on the box for the GO series. It has a resonant frequency of 41. This is a dual 4, so the resistance is 3.2 by 2. Mechanical is 2.2, QMS 0.4, QTS 0.37. So that really means it's geared for a ported box. With a sensitivity, a sound pressure level of 84. I found that pretty interesting. Some say sensitivity on woofers are not really needed. Don't go by that as far as ability for it to get loud. Even reputable manufacturers say that. I like to pay attention to that parameter. Don't list it if it's not something that should be paid attention to. I think it's a determining factor of based on how much power you have, how much output can you look to get. What if you don't have a lot of power to a subwoofer? So this rating would be very, very important if you only have like, hey man, I want to run like an 800 watt amp or 1,000 watt amp. This number will be very, very important to you because then you will know how much performance you can expect to get. Am I going to get all the performance of the driver if I use just 1,000 watt amp on say for say 2 of them? It doesn't have a high X max. It's 11 meters. The diaphragm, the mass, moving mass is 93. So I don't think it's going to have very, very deep bass. But of course it's going to have bass as a subwoofer, but not going to have deep bass, and it doesn't have a lot of X-Max. So below tuning probably is going to suffer a little bit in the box, but I can get the low tuning that I want even with the low X-Max because I'm a box builder. So I can put this in the best box to probably make it a little bit more efficient since this only has a rating of 400 watts and 800 peak and a low X-Max. So I would tend toward the bigger side of this recommendation. The recommendation for this woofer is 0.9, but we'll get to that. Let's unbox it. Okay, so we're going to unbox it here. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on. It comes to a case. I would highly recommend you buy 2, unless you can get this driver from me as well. The MSRP is $259, entry level. Of course, dealers can operate have a little discrepancy, but the MSRP on that driver is $259. So let's get the boy out the box and then turn this camera around and look at it. Look at this manual. Okay. Let's see what the manual says before we break it down. So I tell you all the other TS parameters. The recommended box size is 0.9 vented, 0.7 sealed. Of course, we're going to use it in the vented application. And by them only giving one number, 0.9, mainly probably mean with DB Drive, that's the biggest box you want to put it in. That's the biggest box. You do not want to go over that. You can go under that, but you probably don't want to go over that. And if you're going to go under that, I would say not buy too much. Maybe the smallest box we want to put this in is probably about 0.65, which would be close to like 15% of it, 10 to 15% of the largest volume. And then maybe add a little bit more power than that. But let's turn this camera around and really just look at it a little closer. Okay, start from the top. Surround. medium roll. I wouldn't say it's not tall and narrow. That's not what I'm saying. I do like the lip. Y'all know I love the lip. Plastic dust cap with the WDX DB Drive logo. Nice rubber mounting gasket. The basket is, this is a stamp basket, like a stamp steel basket. I don't see this used heavily, so it might be proprietary. Probably not for that price point, $259. There is that red surround that people love, that red Progressive Roll surround, and as you can see, let me get close up. You have some nice big rolls on that surround. Nice big rolls for 11mm X-Max. Y'all can't see it here, but there's a nice bead of glue as well with this single layer dampener glued to the basket, and it's nice and cleanly done. If you can, let's focus in and look at the let's see if I can turn, there we go. So and look at the bead of glue showing at the triple joint, which is also done very nicely. Let's see that here. Yeah, you can see that. Y'all can see that. That's nice. Yes, and you can see them rolls on that spider. Blow the video up a little bit more if you want to. Let's see. Maybe I can zoom in for you here. Wow, there you go. Take it back so you can see inside that triple joint area. There we go. And see them surrounds. The rolls on the spider, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Now, you have a nice thick tinsel lead that is swollen into the dampener, culminating in at the triple joint. That's a common practice. Push terminals that are like they will accept. I push now 10 gauge, but you're not gonna need that 400 watt rating. Probably 400 or 500 watts, which we will see when we do the free air testing. Just how does it handle that power? But these terminals suffice for a 12, 14 gauge wire for a woofer that's only rated at 400 watts. I think that's nice. It got a nice magnetic boot, adequate venting. The former, now this is what I like for that price point. That looks to be, there's a good shot. Y'all can look in there and see that. Yeah, let me get you a little closer. Boom. That looks to be like a BASSAV former. So what does that mean? You'll be able to dispense with the heat rather quickly. Now, it is a copper coil, thick round. I can see, yeah, that's 11mm X-Max for sure. Yeah, with the winding. Give y'all a good look at that. Winding height. Wonder how big this magnet structure is. The magnet structure looks to be maybe 80 or 90 ounces. Underneath, venting, one pole vent with vents around the voice coil. And then it has the max rating and the model number on the back. Handsome little driver. Handsome little driver. Very cleanly done. Not a lot spent on aesthetics. Not a very large motor structure, but it's only rated with 400 watts. So let's see what it does next. Let's do a free air test and see how it moves, how quiet it is, and just see what maybe we can expect what we'll do inside of. Just kind of give us some kind of understanding what it'll do inside the box. It has a very, as you can see, maybe y'all can't see. Let me get a little closer to you. It does. It's a very soft suspension. So that's why they list 0.9 as a recommendation. Do not go no bigger than 0.9. This thing will perform admirably, probably in 0.5 to 0.9. 0.5 to 1 cube. We are going to see. Peace. Stand by for the free air testing video next.